Good morning, afternoon, or evening to all who have come to my channel, The Official Sacred Sensuality. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and all of that good stuff that YouTubers say. Anyway, I want to jump right into your reading. Let's not waste any time. You guys know I don't like that. So, what the hell happened? Some of you guys. This energy felt kind of heavy. I'm not even going to say kind of. It actually felt very heavy. So I believe that whatever situation that you are in with someone, by the next new moon, you would have made your mind up to leave this person alone. We just had a new moon. I think that was yesterday, as a matter of fact. There's a new moon in Cancer. Now, the new moon in Cancer is typically talking about the energetic traits of a Cancer. But when it all comes down to it, to basically simplify it, it's not just nurturing others and loving others. It is also a reminder to come back to yourself, nurture and love yourself. And honestly, that is what I'm seeing here. Someone feels that they have been treated unfairly. And I feel that whoever entered this dynamic, I want you to take this how it resonates. Whoever entered this dynamic was someone who did not expect to feel the way that they feel, for this to develop into something stronger or differently, right? You could have been buddies to each other, friends with benefits, or some type of emotional crutch to each other or to someone, and vice versa. Someone was avoiding loneliness, giving that rebound energy because ultimately they were still attached to their ex. In what way? I'm not exactly sure, but from what I'm seeing here, they could have been attached to their ex due to comfort, familiarity, not necessarily something that is solid, built on love and something that was real, basically. This was a person that some of you have dealt with who had very strong karmic energy, and I feel that you were either the third party or that the ex or someone else was a third party. Either way, I feel that for you, there was a lesson that had to be learned during this. You and this person both felt a pull towards each other that triggered feelings of familiarity, in a sense that we've done this before. I've known you before. This is our, us meeting again in this lifetime type of energy. Because not only do I have the karmic card, I have past life as well. I also have return. So whether this was someone that you knew or not, I do feel that this person has plans to return, but not just yet. This is a person who is wanting another opportunity with you to try to make it right. But I feel that this may be something you're not really expecting. And this is another, I pulled this card in another reading about needing to free someone needing to free themselves from fear and doubts. They're a caged bird. That's because they're dealing with mother wounds. Someone has strong mother wounds here. Mom was a big influence, whether she was there or not. This behavior of lacking divine feminine or of a positive feminine presence in their life has affected their behavior and caused challenges, I believe, within the feminine. And this could also be a feminine as well who may have some mother wounds. Right now, this person could be trying to make offers to you. With the Knight of Cups here, feeling very romantic and dreamy, coming in charming and loving, giving you that youthful, trying to show you their youthful side. You know how it is when you are, when you first have that crush or you first fall in love. This person could be giving that energy off. And that's because really, although they are still attached to their ex in some type of way. Now, attached to your ex could mean anything. It could mean you guys share property together, or there's children together, or there's a divorce in the mix. Anything could mean that someone is attached to their ex. But this person is trying to come in with some mature energy with the King of Cups, because they go from the Knight directly to the King of Cups. Wanting, it's like they've got some new kind of clarity due to the fact that they recognize that either this could be some type of karmic relationship, or that the person they were with was a karmic relationship. Now, let's understand karmic relationships for a second. Just because someone is a karmic does not necessarily mean that this person is bad for you or they're negative in some type of way. There are some people who are here to give us a dharmic relationship, which is the positive payment of karma, right? So that could be something that is happening as well. But they're trying to come in this strong, passionate, thinking with both the head and the heart, wisdom, emotional wisdom, wisdom accumulated from years of possibly bad relationships and connections and self-sabotage. Mature. But as mature as this person is, I do have the Devil card. We're not going to read the Devil card wrong, because sometimes the Devil card, he gets a bad rep. The Devil is a representation, at least to me, of the different sides of an individual. I don't care if you're a male. I don't care if you're a female. I don't care if you identify as a freaking frog. Everyone has those energies about themselves. And the way it affects your image depends on how you portray those traits. It's just a light and a dark side, basically, right? Sometimes the Devil card just indicates that there is a very strong bond. Because many youth have taken obsession as something positive, and I can understand why. Because you do want someone that is into you ultimately, right? So from what I'm seeing here is that this is a person who could have an obsession with you. Now, what that obsession is, of course, this is not a personal. You decide that for yourself. So let's just say that this person has a quote unquote healthy obsession, meaning this is a person who is very protective of you without being suffocating and possessive and smothering. Or this is a person who they're just so into you, like they're not really attracted to other people like that. You are their healthy obsession, you know? So you could represent that to this person. And because this person feels this way, I feel that they want to come back in more dreamy energy again with you. I feel that this bond could have been a bond that could have triggered in both you and this other person some kind of childhood memories, whether they were good or bad. The Page of Cups, all the pages are children basically, but the Page of Cups to me is the most innocent. He has the most innocence of them because he's so emotionally driven. He's so emotionally curious. He's so sweet, right? So it's like this person is wanting to come back in sweet, loving energy, possibly apologetic, and wanting to plant a seed and rebuild with you. And that's because I feel that you guys could be taking a break right now, reflecting on what is healthy and what is not healthy about this this dynamic between you and this person. Bear with me, you guys. Organizing the cards for a second. Now, I also see here that I feel like I'm missing a card. Where did it go? Yes, these go together. The fact that this person is wanting a new start with you lets me know that there was something that happened. There's been a lot of drama happening in these readings, even the personals. It's funny that I got the rebound card and then I get the side piece. Something secretive is happening between you and this person. I don't know who's the side piece, who has this hidden romance, this affair. But I feel like someone wants to explain themselves. I'm not getting necessarily that they want to explain themselves because, oh, I care so much. It's honestly, I feel it's to let off a little bit of guilt, you know? You may not expect this coming to you, or it could have happened. It stirred many doubts within you. Meanwhile, I don't know if you guys are aware, there is a secret admirer in your midst. They're orbiting you a lot. This could be a person who, if this is someone that you've spoken to, you know, that may have an attraction towards you about this situation, this person is almost ready to swoop in just to let you know. They're just waiting for the right time. For some of you, the secret admirer could be the other lover of someone's. And they are waiting for the right time to either come and spill the beans, have it be dramatic and chaotic, or they are waiting for a breakup so that they can, you know, take your place. I have the black sheep card. I feel like with this situation, if this is truly a relationship, this feels more so like something when I get the black sheep in a love reading, I'm feeling like someone is feeling left out. Someone is not feeling included in the plans of the future. And they're probably going to be willing to do almost anything to get back into your good graces. Because with this apology, this person knows that whatever actions that they've done was completely foolish, probably unnecessary. And I say that because you came out as the Queen of Wands. Some of you may have known this all along and you were just maybe waiting for the right time. But I do feel like you and maybe this other person who is involved, this third party, they want to know you want to know your place in this person's life. What's going to happen? Who are we? What are we? What are we doing? But as sexy and beautiful, as charismatic and magnetic and passionate and beautiful that you are, this person is really only focused on themselves right now. That I don't like. And I see here with this Page of Swords, there could be a little bit of immature energy, a lot of childish words that are being said back and forth to each other, possibly with a third party intervening from time to time. Gossip, trying to find information on the other or this person in question to see, are you really trying to focus on your life, or are you just focusing on satisfying your selfish need, which could be just having multiple lovers, having multiple people on your side. I feel like you're unwilling to be the fool because the fool is here. And the fool typically stands for starting over, taking a leap of faith, all types of possibilities, going on adventures. And I feel that's you. I feel that's your energy. Like you are willing to go on a new adventure because you are refusing to be a fool and to take a step, take a leap of faith with this person. Be stuck around in some type of third party situation. You are wanting your freedom. So I feel that for many of you, you're going to choose to release, surrender this or surrender whatever outcome that could come from this dynamic. Purging even old habits. I'm getting for some of you with the purge card. It's feeling more so like purging your life. And I love that for you because a purge is not a joke when you've been hurt by someone that you love or care about, or someone that you even saw potential with. So I'm feeling that for some of you, you may just start putting your health on the forefront, really focusing on you. Meanwhile, this person is going to still be lusting after you, you guys. I don't really see them changing. Now, where do these go? These go. I'm trying to keep myself organized over here. Like literally have cards everywhere. This person does not really have plans to commit to anything. They think that it's simple. Like you should be understanding of the fact that they want to have multiple lovers. And that's because it's like, I'm feeling like, well, there's no strings attached, to us. And they may feel that, someone is not really worthy of a commitment, worthy of being chosen. Oh, but how the tables do turn, because I'm seeing some good stuff here. Yeah, how I mentioned this person is planning to return. Well, they're planning to return because I feel like they're going to realize what they've missed out on. Okay, so I see you guys moving on, completely leaving this behind with the Six of Swords, going to some place where it's not so turbulent. Just looking ahead and just having different plans for yourself. The Seven of Swords also indicate to me that you guys could be planning and strategizing on how to get over this person. I'm feeling that for some of you, you may want to get over this pretty fast. Just be careful though. I don't know if some of you are like me, but I'm just going to use me as a quick example. There was someone that I used to deal with romantically a long time ago in my 20s. And in my 20s, I had this thing. If I cried over a person, which was very, very rare, there was only one person I cried over. And I said to myself, because I cried for months, I looked at myself in the mirror one day at work and I said, you have 30 days to get over this bitch. I put that time frame on myself because I thought that that would be enough time. And I just really honestly got tired of the crying. And I felt like there was nothing that I could do, no matter how much potential. And I liked this guy. There was nothing else that I can do, even though I felt deep underneath all of those feelings and emotions that I really and truly did not want to let go. I knew that I had to. So putting that time frame for me was helpful at that time. And the reason why I'm telling you guys to be careful if you're the type of person to push those feelings down and think about it later is because this person does plan to come back later, and they could restir. Did I really just say that? They could stir those emotions in you again. Allow yourself to sit in it, and it's quite okay if you do. If I tell you to tell someone else to sit in their emotions when they've done you wrong, you quite naturally should sit in your emotions in a healthy way, process them, and slowly release as you can, as you should on your time, because pushing those feelings away is only going to come back up, and you're going to say, damn, I thought I dealt with this like I did. And that's not something I would really want for my collective to go through, because what it does, it creates cycles of that in and out energy all the time. And that's because it was never really resolved, not just with that person, but with yourself. You never resolved it within yourself because you chose to push it away. This person does plan to come back, and they are not coming back on positive terms. They're coming back because it's like they're realizing I lost access. Period. I lost access. So they're going to try to do every little thing that they could to hold on to you with this Four of Pentacles. And that's because they know you're something that's worthy. You're worth love. You have value, and they want a piece of that. They want access to that. And you almost feel entitled to it. Now, they're coming in with this King of Wands energy. And I'm going to tell you right now, from what I see with the cards surrounding it, this is an energy that they are coming in purely in ego and trying to steer you as quickly as possible in the direction that they want you to go. They are going to try to be bold as they can, even proclaiming things maybe like, you've always been mine. We never broke up formally. Shit like that to try to keep you around, You have the Eight of Cups right next to that. Walk away. And I know it's all easier said than done, but I'm just saying it plainly. Just walk away if you can, because there's more heartbreak that's coming for you. Although you ultimately came out as the Queen of Wands, being intuitive and smart and beautiful, sexy, and all that stuff. This person could be a person that brings out a tenderness in you, because now you're coming out as the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is sweet, and she's loving, and she's intuitive, and she's a healer, and she's supportive, and she's kind, and she's like the ultimate mother, and she's compassionate, and she's the woman who likes to help the poor, basically. She sees the sweetness in everybody, and she wants to bring that out. However, people who have this type of energy, we have to pull that back sometimes, because I know sometimes I have that energy too. With one person I've had this energy with. And I feel that for some of you guys, you can be in a similar energy when this person tries to come back around. Save all your sweetness for someone else, because when you do, You are going to force this person. There's two possibilities here. You're either going to force this person back into their own chaos and see the heartbreak that they have caused you, or you're going to let them back in and they're going to bring you chaos again. They have never truly let the third party go. They have never truly let someone else go. That person still lingers, even if they're only talking to that person once a month. They're still around in their emotional orbit. Now, I do have the Three of Swords here. And if some of you know tarot, the Three of Swords is all about heartbreak. This person is going to come through with all these false promises, this fake ass leadership profile that they're claiming. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. This person is going to lead you straight into destruction of your own heart, your time, and your energy. You are being advised right now to wait a little bit, not to sacrifice yourself with the hangman energy. Look at this from a different perspective, okay? The hangman, when he's upside down, all that blood is rushing through to his head. And think about the times we did that as kids. You know, we'd hang off the bed and all that blood is rushing to our heads, and we get up and we're like, whoa. And we come back into balance, right? Don't sacrifice yourself by waiting on this person, because this person has a lack of true emotional direction, true emotional mature development, because although they're going to come in as a king, let me tell you something. They're going to give you the energy of the Knight of Wands. Yeah. This is going to be a person who just wants to have their, I hate the term have your cake and eat it too, because I mean, really, it's your cake. Don't you want to eat it? But it's more like they're going to want to be very selfish with themselves and their time, only coming around when they want something or want you for that time. It gives that song, I don't know, I think I've mentioned this in a previous reading. It gives that song, for those of you who are masculine who may be watching this reading, it's a song that Genuine made on his first album, The Bachelor. It's called Only When You're Lonely. And those lyrics are very, very, I think everybody has been through some of that, but he's basically saying, I'm your man only when you're lonely. Now, if you're feminine and you're listening, you're going to listen to that song. Flip that. This is the energy that this person is giving. You're my girl, period. But they're giving you the only when you're lonely vibe. But they do have a lot to say. I feel like it's a lot of bullshit though, but I see you being more so in a different detached energy, and I'm loving this for you. You are being guided right now by spirit to understand that this is a person who is afraid of emotional, real good emotional intimacy. This is a person who has not developed emotionally, like at all. Like that Knight of Wands energy, yeah, he may get the job done, but he gets a job done sloppily, and he's boastful, and he's egotistical. The King of Wands can be the same way. He's coming in as the king. That's it. He's really just the knight. He's disguising himself. He's not yet developed. This is a person who has a lot of baggage that they need to work on, and not something that you deserve. But I see here with you, you're being told to focus on your money, your finances, your financial stability. I think for many of you, you may find more fulfillment in that, at least for now. At least for now. This person has plans to come back if you ultimately let them go. They're going to wait, and they're going to wait patiently. Something the king and the knight typically do, they don't do that. I am predicting somewhere around the holidays, Thanksgiving, possibly Christmas. If you don't have this person blocked on anything, I could see them trying to come back. But by that time, I have two cards that like flew out of the deck, two oracle cards that flew out. And I read this as your energy. It says, it's too late. I've moved on and do not wish to reconnect. And then I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now. If this is you and this person is bringing you nothing but garbage ass energy, you're doing the right thing by detaching and moving on and basically stopping them in their lying ass tracks because you deserve better. So that is your reading, you guys. Thank you so much for visiting the official Sacred Sensuality. I am Mademoiselle Sugar, and I do hope to see you here again. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Have a good rest of your day, night, or evening. Bye-bye.